Today, we're diving deep into the importance of fatherhood, a role that shapes lives, builds futures, and leaves a lasting impact. I'm thrilled to host this special episode with the creators of Dads Are Us podcast. Together, we'll explore the inception of their podcast, a platform that is dedicated to connecting and supporting dads. We'll also hear about their personal journeys as fathers, their highs, the lows, and everything in between. They'll share their wisdom they've gained, the challenges they've overcome, and the joys that have enriched their lives. We're also joined by a live audience today, bringing an extra layer of energy and engagement to our conversation. It promises to be an insightful and inspiring session, full of stories that highlight the pivotal role of dads in our community. So let's get started and delve into this powerful narrative of fatherhood with the creators of Dads Are Us. Hello and welcome to Honestly Speaking. My name's Honestly Trina, and today I have an amazing set of men with me. Yes. We have the hosts of Dads Are Us. They're a trio that have their own platform that focus on things that... Sorry. They're a trio that focus on issues, concerns, and advice and guidance for fathers. Today, I'd like to welcome you to Dads Are Us.
But that intro was mad though.
Yeah, that was
advice for dads and that.
Yeah.
It's supposed to.
I wouldn't say advice still.
Yeah, I don't know.
We talk dad scenarios, dad perspective, issues.
All right.
Personal issues.
Dan had to make sure, just clarify.
Yeah, because you don't want to come and then there's no advice.
No, but I think the advice comes from your lived experience.
Yeah.
So you're sharing your experiences that can be interpreted as advice and guidance.
Does that work for you?
100%.
All right.
You see us span it there.
No, you span it nice.
Anyway, so Dads Are...
Good shot. I like the way
That was
they
nice.
Good fun.
That was nice. Well
You
done.
get me?
So Dads Are Us. I see you're all in your black t-shirts today.
Get me.
And we got our cups as well, you get me?
Oh, wait.
Come on
What,
with the
we
kiss, you get me?
promoting and that. No. Wait. You don't do that.
You're meant to slap, it's meant to be
No.
manners.
It's only soup you're meant to do that with, and even then, it's cheeky.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right, cool.
Don't do.
So we've got Dads Are Us today, and as I said, they're an amazing group of men, not your average either. So we have Danny.
That's good.
Oi, Dan.
We have Dwayne.
Oi.
Dwayne knows his worth.
Yeah.
And we have man like Maxi Tez.
Come on now, pick up yourself now, 565 buck wide, you don't know the MySpace. Inside!
Yes.
Come on.
So I want to get into it from the beginning, but I think we should start from the beginning, the concept of Dads Are Us. Danny, how was Dads Are Us formulated?
Sip tea. Dads Are Us is a space, yeah, to offer dad's view and dad's perspective. I felt like I wasn't able to get my point across in my relationship. So I wanted to create a platform where you can't argue back with me. You get what I'm saying? I can just talk and we can just talk because I can't be the only person that goes through it. So, do you get what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that we don't let mums come and speak as well.
Well, obviously.
Yeah. It was just to offer a space where we can talk as man, then chop it up. And then anyone at home can talk along with us and listen along with us, and if you resonate, then so be it. You know what I'm saying? And then also, as the next generation gets older, it's gonna live forever on the internet, innit? So, like my son might end up watching. My son's only 12 right now. Might end up watching it in 10 years' time and be able to resonate with his own situations and stuff like that. So,
Okay, so you say you got a son. How many children do you have?
I got a son who's 12 currently and a daughter who's 16. Yeah.
And how does fatherhood feel right now?
Fatherhood is ooh.
Yeah, like the way you did that.
Yeah.
I broke quiet.
I was going to do a blessed one. It is the generic one, like blessed.
Yeah, why not?
But fatherhood it's got its challenges. I'm not living with mine at the moment, so we've got a distance challenge for me. I wish I was a little bit closer in terms of living. I wish I was there in the mornings and so on and so forth, but it's how it is right now. Fatherhood is a beautiful thing, but it's got challenges as everything does.
Okay. Man like Tez, Maxi Tez.
Yeah, man, what go on?
How are you?
Always good.
Good. How is fatherhood going for you?
Beautiful. It's the most. With River, that's the last one. She's now coming on to 20 months. She's my piece. And she's solidified the whole family, the blended family that I'm in at the moment. So, well, I'm in, not the moment. Like, she's like, hold on, what do you mean moment? You get me? So when she get, you got to be careful with words, innit?
Don't tag me, bro.
Tag my name, like, help me.
No, I've got you, bro. I've got you.
But no, it's actually...
EACE as well, yeah?
Yeah, that's it. So it's a blended. So we're nice in we're in a nice blended unit. I'm feeling absolutely blessed. Didn't know it was gonna be that way, but it's actually a beautiful feeling.
Right. When did you first become a father?
21.
21.
Yeah, 21, 22.
Oh, you were 21.
Yeah. 21, 22.
22.
Probably one of the I didn't expect it. Wasn't one of them ones where I was like, oh. I wasn't pleased. I weren't pleased. I was like, wow, what do you mean? And I weren't prepared. I didn't have that person that come and go, no, this is what it's about. So I never had that person to actually say, look, this is what it's about. Shut down everything. His mum, like, must have already planned 5 years ahead. She'd already gone 5 years ahead. Stop smoking, stop raving, know what school he's going to. Hold on, he ain't come out here even. I can't see nothing. So I learned a lot from her in that sense. She already celebrated ahead 5 years ahead. So I was still stuck on, let's go raving. Like, still gonna do the thing, like, do this, but she's like, nah, we're gonna, this is what we're gonna do. And I just she led, through that time, she actually led me quite well in that situation, to the point of where when I did realise, well, I'm actually a dad, which was later on down the line when the baby come out and they throw him on you, like that. They don't even wipe the baby off or nothing. They just throw the baby on you and like, are you gonna clean up the baby? No, he'll hold it. That one day when he's there walking now and I'm in the bathroom and he's watching everything. He's watching everything I'm doing. That's when I realised, wow, this is serious stuff. Don't play about. So from that time, that became my koala bear. Everywhere I go, he come. Then we had the other one. We had obviously accident and planned. So we had the planned one as well. So eventually, I was on. I know, but it's real life.
It's the fact that they know this, though.
Yeah,
you know the kids are not.
accident and
I'm the accident. I'm the plan.
Yeah. And then we've got from there. I've got my 2 koala bears, my men, and then times changed. We split from my ex-partner, met someone new. She has 3 girls, so it's like a totally different element. Didn't like girls. I didn't know what girls were about at all.
And he's looking me dead in my eye as he says that. I'm just saying.
I didn't know what they're about. You just don't know. You don't
Honestly, Trina, innit? Honestly speaking.
Didn't know what it's about. But then, yeah, that was an eye opener because they're all different ages. So it was like the young to the old, teenager. So it was actually, I got a whole combustion of different ways the girls were at. And it's beautiful, amazing feeling. I'm now in a situation where now we're just like a proper blended family. And River was the
Cherry, icing on the cake.
Icing on the cake,
yeah.
Literally. Even we argued about the name. Even to date, that's how deep it was. Everywhere I need to go, if I need to go and chill and clear my head, I go to a river.
Right.
I've always been doing that. Go to a river, chill, regather my thoughts. Me and the other half were arguing about the name. I wanted a Shari, she wanted River. But I'm not clocking that.
It aligns to you. Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I haven't had to go to a river since.
Because you have River in your house.
Yeah, but I didn't clock all that. You know that men are dumb until they realise certain things, innit?
I'm not going to nod to that.
I know, we're dumb like that sometimes.
It's all right, you can nod.
We're dumb like that. We don't realise that what's going on here.
It's interesting. I'm just wondering how different is it from when you initially became a father to being a father now? What are the main differences that you've noticed?
I'm more presence. You know, like you're I have this thing where people say you're not here. Like my other half, she go, "You're not here. We're gonna date night." She goes, "You're not here. You're not present." Like, I'm here. So no, you're not. I want you to be here with me. And now I'm really, I'm taking on the board that I want to be present. I want to see everything. I want to be part of everything. I want to see the first walk. I've seen the first laugh. I've seen everything. With River, I've seen everything. Like, there's nothing I've missed. The first walk, the going down the stairs to her call, everything. And it's just the most beautiful feeling because I missed all that. That's this is the prime bits as the baby. Like, that's the most magical bit. And yeah, I think I rushed through it when I was
Younger.
beforehand. Yeah, I didn't see it all, like, didn't take appreciation for it, and really is. So at the moment, being present is the main thing.
Thank you. It's really insightful.
That was nice, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Dwayne,
Yeah.
welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
You've been back as well. Where were you sitting when you came last time?
I was sat where Danny was sat, and Trina was sat in between me and you.
Oh.
It was just us.
It was cozy.
Yeah, cozy, you know, like a conversation and them
Still
thing.
cozy now, man.
Yeah, it's cozy, but I feel like on the outside, I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little bit on the outside, but there's not enough
But
space.
it's because you're holding the thing, you're holding the fort. You know what I mean?
You're here with us.
Yes, I am here with you guys today. So welcome back, Dwayne.
Yes.
It's always a pleasure to see you and speak
Yes.
to you. So we spoke a lot in depth last time around, fathering your daughter.
Yeah,
But we know you got twins.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to pause on that for a little bit. I want to go to your involvement in Dads Are Us.
Okay.
What got you into Dads Are Us?
That's Danny.
Danny, do it.
That, like, to a degree, like we've got our roles in this, yeah, and I'll talk on that a little bit later. But we've got our roles, and Danny was the catalyst to the village and Dads Are Us. We both needed a platform and a space to speak, a safe space to speak. But I know from different perspectives. Do you know what I mean? For Danny, it was like, I've got a lot to say and I've got a lot to get off my chest.
Yeah.
For me, it was like, no, I've been talking. I just need the world to see it.
I understand that you came up with the name. How did you formulate the name Dads Are Us?
You remember Toys R Us?
Yes.
Growing up, Toys R Us. I remember seeing Toys R Us for the first time.
There's
and
a
then-
song.
There is a song.
Is there a song?
Magical place, yeah, all now way there.
You know
Toys
that
in a million, all
dun,
over
dun,
the
dun,
roof. It's called
Toys
Toys R
R
Us.
Us.
Don't get me!
Hey, come we bring them back.
Can't we make up a
Dads Are Us
jingle?
one.
Dads Are Us. Hey, we should make up a Dads Are Us.
And you can film it.
We should.
Because you're the videographer.
No. Oh, my days.
I'll film it for you that day. I'll film it for you that day.
God.
How is it?
Danny is so sensitive, you know, but we love him for it. We love him for it.
No, come and do a Dads Are Us though. We will get sued for it. We will get sued.
You can do
What's the
like
change?
I want to do the bashment bit, you get me? The Dads Are Us, Dads Are Us, Dads Are Us, Dads Are Us. We are going to burn them out. You get me?
We're gonna burn what?
I don't know. I just wanted to do that.
Okay.
Say it.
Reel it back in.
So
anyway,
so
Toys R Us was something that I used to love growing up, yeah?
yeah,
And then when I became a dad,
yeah,
and just speaking to mothers in particular, obviously seeing my own relationship with my mother, I was like, I always hear about mothers' kind of journey, and so it should be. We should know. In fact, I want to know more. But I don't get to hear or see the dad's journey. Do you know what I mean? I don't know my dad's story like that.
right.
I know my mum's and even that, but I'm with my mum 24. They're the nurturers, they're the carers. innit? And when I became a dad, I was like, nah. I started speaking to other dads and I was like, nah, dads need a space to talk. And I was just like, if I ever get the opportunity, I want to call something Dads Are Us. Because we're dads. Dads are us. I'm a dad. So when Danny was like, no, we need something, blah, 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 I was like, bruv, let's go and let's call it Dads Are Us. And he was like, yeah, cool, I'm down. From that, it was me and Danny, and then Danny must have spoke to Maxi Tez. Maxi Tez come in, and we've been a trio ever since, and it just works.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a fan for a while.
Yes.
And so I watched it initially when you guys were just together.
Yeah.
I came on.
Yeah, you did.
We covered how I felt about our episode that didn't come out, so we're not going to touch that again.
We'll leave that.
I'll park that right there. On your,
Yes.
yeah, because I've come back.
Yes.
So that I missed you guys, honestly. I'm not going to get into some other stuff. I'm trying to refrain myself from that part there. But Danny, I know Dads Are Us. So like I'm looking on your T-shirt now, and I can see Village E1T1. Can you explain to people what does that mean?
Alright. So see the earlier question, I want to clarify that a bit better. Yeah, I made it very personal, but it is personal. That's why it happened. But it's the slogan is also we're here to learn, share, and understand.
Right.
That kind of explains the whole Dads Are Us thing. Because anyone listening is anyone involved and listening, whatever, you're gonna learn something. While we're sat there, we're sharing. Hopefully, you're at home gonna share and communicate and whatever, and then hopefully we can understand each other a bit better and have different dialogue. But the village thing, if I simplify it, it's like a BBC type show, yeah. And Dads Are Us is the front runner at the moment. That's the EastEnders.
Right. So each one teach one. The Village is basically the channel.
Yes.
Village.
And then you have multiple programs underneath the channel.
Yes.
Ideas, yeah.
Yeah.
They haven't. They're one at a time. This
Okay.
is the front runner. But yeah, Village, each one teach one, and it's gonna be community based. It's gonna be all about learning. It's gonna be all about feeding the soul, I guess.
Oh, I like that.
Like yeah, because I watch a
Feels
lot
nice.
of. I'm a content creator, innit? So I watch a lot of YouTube and stuff like that, and I'm involved in a lot as well. But the people that I like to watch, I enjoy the shows. It's very. I'm an interview the artist. Why did you make that track when you was the gunman? I've heard it bare times, innit? Or the other side of the YouTube space. Let's just write jokes and banter. For me, it's substantial content, innit? In the content mode, we call it. Oh God, it's gone.
It will come back to you.
Yeah, it's gone. But some sort of consciousness to it, innit? That's what I wanted. So when you watch our shows, when you watch the shows on Village E1T1, each one teach one. Every show should give some sort of something to take away, rather than just pure entertainment. Like, I just got the entertaining people. Yeah, see how they do that's us and understand.
I never done that. That's the dance thing, dancehall thing.
Yeah, it was. But his rhythm was strong, but it was a different one.
It's weird, fam.
I can do the entertaining thing, innit? We've got
Because you used to be a dancer back in the day.
backgrounds and stuff like that. I'm gonna say it. We're not little. We wasn't small performers. You know what I'm saying? We've done our things. I can do that as well. Really. You lot front run that, and I'll press the buttons in it, and then just make all the
And drop your gems as and when it's needed and necessary.
Yeah, when the programs come to life, everyone should hopefully see and get involved and stuff.
So you're like the 50 Cent of this thing, like with the Power Universe and stuff.
50's my guy. I can't claim that. But
Why? 50 started somewhere.
Yeah, the Stanley, the Marvel verse, the Power verse, and that. So we like that.
See,
we like that.
see, you're doing it now. So can I talk about the rules?
I was about to.
no, let her
Because you see,
So as I was saying, like, many of you might not know, when they first started Dads Are Us, there was just two. It was two people. There was Danny, and then there was man like Dwayne. And I was an avid fan. I used to stalk them in their comments and stuff. I'm proud to say that. I was always in the comments and I was always liking. And then Tez joined, and I was like, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure.
it's all right.
But
Let it land.
But there was something missing, and Tez was missing. Tez was missing because you had Danny that was like going through stuff. Danny was going through stuff, and Dwayne was like big brother in it, yeah. And then there was another voice that was missing, and I'm sure there's other voices as well. But in terms of the trio, we needed to hear that other voice that had gone through certain experiences and actually has come out on the other side as well. They all have their different experiences, let me say first and foremost. They're all in different spaces, and how they come together as a trio is amazing. Dwayne, when you were first part of the Dads Are Us as a duo, I guess, what was your main function
As a duo.
as a duo?
That's interesting.
That's a good one. For me, it was Big Brother. It was providing a space for Danny to just to speak, yeah, but also to bounce off, to get some kind of clarity. I'm not going mad. Am I going mad when I say this? Because there was things that he was thinking and feeling that I was able to go, nah, you're right to feel that way. However, also think about that, and Danny was always receptive and open to be like, okay, yeah, cool, I get that. That must have been a madness. How that must have looked to her, him, this, that, or the other. So for me, I felt like I was a bit of a soundboard, yeah, and also just like I'm into the whole positive mental attitude thing, innit? Yeah, PMA's my thing. So I would always want to wrap things up with a message. So I feel like I'd always add that kind of spectrum to things. Like Danny would ask questions, he would share, I would respond, and then I'd wrap it up in a nice little bow and say, but you know, let's all love each other. You know what I mean? And I feel like as a duo, that's what we were doing. We were kind of just sharing and bouncing and holding space for each other. Do you know what I mean? Because we needed a safe space to talk.
And he talks, isn't it? Like, I'm very much like, I'm trying to say this, and I'm trying to say that. Can you wrap it up, please?
That was
Can you make sense of what I'm trying to say?
That was it.
Please.
How has your role evolved now that you become a trio?
It's still the same, but that's where Maxi Tez came in. And
I'm going to get to Maxi Tez.
But what he did was kind of go, no, we need to know what that is.
She's going to get to Tez.
Do you get me? No, I know, but
you might just kill it and just do the thing. What's wrong with this brother, fam?
What's it on killing me, bro?
Yeah, that's where I was trying to go. I want you all to speak.
Do you know what I mean? So I'm saying it was like Maxi Tez came in and was just like, no.
Maxi Tez now. Everybody's on the Maxi Tez now. My whole name's changed.
Come on, man. This is Maxi Tez works, man.
I don't even know what your real name is.
It's just evolved again. Who's Maxi Tez?
Yeah, I've forgotten it still. I'm just like, yeah, little Max.
Oh, it's mad. Anyway, go on, say.
But it was only recently that, even though he'd been asking us for time, but it was recently, like as in within the last, say, month, just before the new year. And he asked us, what's your role? And he asked Danny, he asked myself, and I said, I'm the home run hitter. So you put me to the plate, I'm going to hit a home run. I'm not saying I'm better than anybody. I'm not saying I'm less than anyone. I'm just saying when I step up to the plate, I'm going to hit a home run. That's it. So for me, I'm the person who can just, you wrap it up, you give me the package, I'll do my best to sell it.
And you're selling it. You're selling it well.
That's my role.
Yes, you're doing it well.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I was going to sing a song, but I'm not doing that. Maxi Tez. Yeah, I was going to go there. Maxi Tez. Yeah, so initially when you joined, I was like, what's going on here? I wasn't really sure.
Yeah, we spoke about
we spoke about this a few times. I know. But I need to let you know, like, because, can I go? On another podcast, you talk about having a wow factor. And you actually do have this wow factor. You actually win people over. And I just wanted to say that your contribution to Dads at Us is so valuable. And I'm happy that I was one around.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. It's a positive thing, dude.
No, 100. I can imagine that is.
Honestly, even as the episodes go on, I see so much growth in all of you. But I do feel like you're a glue to it. Like I can't now imagine it without you.
Real talk.
So with all of that said, what do you think is some of the challenging things you have to face coming into Dads Are Us?
With this village, I put a question out, random, to a load of guys, because my mentor who I have, who's asking me, we're talking about the village, and I was like, wow, we're actually, me and Danny and Dwayne are doing this village thing, and we're talking about it. So I said, I put it out to random guys and them in the group. I said, what is the most important role in the village? Random. And everybody came with their own perspective of what the village is and what they see it is. I was like, this is mad. And the roles, I was like, this is mad. I mean, everybody came with a different view. No one came with the same black, white. It was all grey. Anyway, which is all good answers. Then asked people, what is your role though within the village? Now that you got your perspective of it, what is your role? Because you all believe in it. And then there was a bit of a stutters. There was a lot of stutters going on. So when we had a meeting, I told the guys, if we're going to do this thing, we've got to be intentional with it. I've got my Max and Shan. I've got family. I can't be going into doing anything else and then not have intentions, because no one's going to be looking sideways. Like, what kind of thing is this?
You're wasting time.
You get me? So everything's got to be intentional. I said to the man, that we got to sit down and meet. So I said to them, like, what's our roles? And then from that, we all discovered, in that one meeting, that space of half an hour, the man them all come with their roles. So we got the catalyst, we got the home runner, and then I'm the builder and farmer. So I mean, physically and mentally. So that's what I do in life anyway. So literally, now that's where our roles are being defined more. So we know what it is. So anybody that comes in, you got to be able to come in and know where you're coming to stand now, because we've got our foundations laid and paved. So that's where we're at in that sense, and what I can bring to the to anything I'm involved in. It's got to be with intention. They've got to know that I'm going to glorify God as much as I can, and I will all the time, and I'm not afraid of doing that. And they've never allowed me to not be afraid of that at any time, and not be afraid to be who I am. Because some people don't know how to take me sometimes. Some of them, like, even when I'm hosting or doing events, they're like, this man's crazy, but because I just love life, innit? I'm just mad, I'm just hype all the time.
It took 2 or 3 episodes.
It does.
I was like, I don't know, man.
Some people like that.
No, I shouted in D, but
It's all coming out now. It's all coming out now. You hear me? But it is another thing, because you don't like, not many people, I don't want people to know, understand me or know, just sit with who I am, innit? But once I'm on your side, I'm on that.
Well, you wowed me over.
Thank you.
Let you know that.
Even though she started off wrong. Bro, if you haven't heard how she spoke to me, sometime.
Do you know what?
I
know this is honestly speaking.
We're at a big event, she's like, I didn't like it.
He's tried to hijack the show. This is not Dads Are Us.
wasn't.
This is honestly speaking. Thanks.
Don't hijack, bro.
Anywho, in the midst of all this description of like all these people that's in the village, I don't even understand how they left out the baker.
No. We never left out the baker. You were asking us.
Okay,
the
cool. No, but
questions.
I wasn't adding to it. It's my show.
Okay, so you got to ask the
You
question.
hear me? They spoke about catalysts, people farming and all this and all kind of things, and I never once heard.
She said people farming and all of this. Like we had cattle. Okay. What's your role in the village?
I'm the baker. I
All
feed
right.
people.
All right.
I'm the feeder. Yeah, that's my role. So don't, when you lot are describing your thing, don't try to forget me.
No, we would never
You got a
forget.
t-shirt?
No, 100.
Oh, yeah, my t-shirt's over there. I'm gonna
right.
put it on. We're gonna take pictures, and I'm gonna use it as. Yeah, I've been in the village. I had to beg for my t-shirt. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had to beg for my
No,
t-shirt.
your one was set. Don't even have to beg for that. It was
Yeah,
set.
they-
It was
It's
set
true.
in store.
I'm trying to egg it on a little
Yeah,
bit.
don't
It's
egg
no.
it.
Maxie says, "Come." He said, "Come get your t-shirt." That's when I knew that the love was real. I thought he was staging it at first, but I now know that the love is real, and I'm part of the village, and they can't kick me out. I've got citizenship. Like,
Wow, them ones.
I'm permanently here. I didn't have to do a test or anything. I was
No, you
just
didn't.
born into it. Just born into it.
You know, this black brain has got like visions of the t-shirts that are planned already and everything. Like,
Yeah, I just asked for a
Yeah,
fitted
yeah.
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
these are the dad's ones I've got, but we'll get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got space. You got space.
Yeah, thank you. So, we digress a lot. Right, so I want to get into some more deeper topics. What are some of the challenges you face as fathers? And I'm going to go to Dwayne.
Wow.
Love that.
Scumbag.
His head was ticking over.
Yeah. He said, "Was like, no." Challenges. For me, it's mad to say the biggest, but it's probably been the best as well. The biggest challenge I found was realizing how important it was for me to put me first. Like, and I know that sounds mad because that's got nothing to do with being a father for some people, yeah, or being a parent, but it is for me. Because when we was having our first child, that's when I realized how important it was for me to look after me in order to be in a better space and place to be there for my child. Even though I now I've got kids, but at the time it was just my daughter. So the biggest challenge was, but easiest and best challenge was realizing how important my role as a man, as Dwayne first, will change and contribute to my role as a father, as a partner, as a brother or whatever. But all of that right there was the biggest challenge, but also the best and most beneficial challenge for me. Realizing how important it is for me to put me first, but not think about me only.
And the slogan is what?
Me first, not me only. Selfish for selfless reasons. And that was the biggest challenge. The biggest challenge probably was trying to get other people to understand that, even though I didn't care whether you understood it or not. But there was still a challenge in that, because I would meet a lot of resistance, especially from mothers. Yeah, fathers too, but especially mothers, because they thought it was selfish, period. They didn't listen to me say, no, this is for the point and purpose of me being a better dad and a better person to show up to be of service. So whenever I had to say to mothers in particular, listen, I come first, they'd be like, yeah, you would say that because you're a dad. So I'd meet a lot of resistance, and that was my biggest challenge, I would say.
Very interesting, and I believe in the me first, me only.
Yeah.
Me
Not-
first,
yeah, me
not
first,
me
not
only,
me only,
not
yeah.
me only.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is me only. Like when I want to eat my food and my kids want to. Anyway, I digress again.
Yes,
You co-parent right now.
I do.
Yeah. What is maybe the hardest challenge in co-parenting for you?
Honestly speaking,
Hardest challenge in co-parenting for me. I would say the hardest challenge is figuring out my safe space. Yeah, always feeling safe. So, and not taking what the mother of my kids is doing, even though it might be personally affecting me, not taking it personally. So although she might be talking to me personally, I can't take it personal. So I feel like realizing that we are a team and we're in this together, rather than just because we're co-parenting and our family or our partnership dynamic has changed, that can still be a good thing for not only our family dynamic, or not only us as partners, but our entire family dynamic. So the biggest challenge was just figuring out that, just figuring out how we offer ourselves and each other that safe space, no matter what. Like, no matter what happens, even if I don't like you in this moment, you don't like me, how do we continue to offer each other and ourselves a safe space to be our true, authentic selves? So for me, that would be the biggest challenge.
And how did you cultivate that safe space?
I had to provide it for myself first.
Right.
I had to learn that I couldn't look to her to provide a safe space for me, because sometimes she just didn't have the capacity. Do you know what I mean? There was times that I had done things that was contributing to her not liking me in that moment. And if she doesn't like me in that moment, and she herself doesn't know what a safe space looks like for herself, how's she going to offer that to me? So I had to look to myself instead of to her. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't look to my mum. I couldn't look to my dad. I couldn't look to my friends. They were contributing factors, but I had to do the internal work. I had to explore who I was as a man, and know that if I'm gonna be able to show up for anyone, I have to do the work for myself first.
Yeah.
I have to. And that's a consistent daily routine for me. Like, even when it's hard, even more so, especially when it's hard, I got to do it. So it is. Every day is a different feeling. But every day I got to do it. I got to know I'm dope no matter what, because I want my sons and my daughter, and I want the mother of my children and those that's around me, even you guys here with me now, I want you to know that you're dope. So if I want you to know you're dope, I've got to know I'm dope. I can't promote dopeness in you and doubt dopeness in me. So I'm so dope now that my doubt and my fears have become shy. You understand? That's me.
Yeah.
Like, I know it without arrogance, without any kind of, like, I don't want to say, just arrogance. I was about to say sucking my own things, but I said it. Cut that one out. Sucking my own cock. You know those ones?
You're just dope.
That's the biggest why. That's the biggest why.
Cut that one out.
We need to call the Wine Minister for that one. We need to call the Wine Minister for that. That's interesting.
Too much?
A tad.
As Danny said, we've got to be entertainers at the end of it.
Yeah,
We've got to add a little banter.
it's not bad, fam.
I think the last follow-on question for that is, what do you do and what kind of advice can you give to other fathers that are co-parenting to create safe spaces for their co-parent?
For their co-parents.
Yes.
And you know I'm going to bring it back to self. I have to.
I know.
Other men may have something else to say, but for me, the first and most important priority is the work you do with yourself. So if you want to offer, firstly, stop leading with any kind of hate and bitterness towards that person. Yeah, whatever they have done, they're human. Like, allow them grace. Like, let that go and do the same for yourself. Yeah. So whatever it is that you're looking, if you're saying, I hate that partner, I hate that person and what they've done, pause, stop, and look at yourself, because whatever it is that you're saying about them, you're probably the mirror image of that in some way, shape, or form. So whatever it is you don't like about them, look at yourself and ask yourself, what is it about me that is attracting this from them? When you can honestly say, I'm doing the best I can, you will eventually contribute to them shifting in a way. It's not going to be overnight, because they ultimately have autonomy of themselves. But you have to deal with you. You live with you every day. So no matter what they're doing to be difficult or challenging, you have to be dope.
I hear you. That sounds right. What do you think, guests? We've got live guests here today.
How you mean? Come on now.
We're both
No, joking.
Where was a banana?
right. So staying on co-parenting, Danny. What has been the most? I know earlier you touched on the fact that your challenge right now is the distance.
Yeah.
What are you doing to resolve that? What solutions are you putting in place?
You know, the challenge is bigger than just distance, isn't it? He's looking over there like, no one's going to help me. No one's going to save me. Because
It's class, nice.
the distance, the distance thing falls into, I think there's a bigger umbrella to it, the distance thing. The challenge at the moment is feeling good enough, to be honest. As Dwayne was talking, I'm thinking, she's going to swing it this way, I got to think of mine. I was thinking, even though he did it, I was thinking good enough, innit? So that the distance plays a part in that, because I'm not present. So I'm not even adding my influence or loving on them how I should be, and so on. How I think I should be. How I'd like to. That's a better way of putting it. So, what am I putting in place for that? You've heard Dwayne talk, innit? If I'm conversing with these guys all the time and it started off with Dwayne, then I'm naturally going to catch on to those type of things self first. Do you know what I'm saying? Not only, and so on and so forth. So at the moment, I'm kind of accepting the distance and using that time to fix up self, fix it. All the behind the scenes stuff, all the dark nights, because they come in it and stuff like that. Once I fix those, then I should naturally elevate and be closer. Because mine are at this, you said that, mine are at distance. And I dived in and moved closer to them by myself and so on and so forth. But it was way too early for me, and I was just crashing. It didn't make sense. But that's because they was the priority. And they still are. But it was like, it ain't working for you though. It don't make sense. So go home. Do you know what I'm saying? Fix whatnot, boom, boom, boom. Once I get that all sorted, I know I'll be in a better position to be closer and be more present and be more hands-on. I hate not being hands-on right now and doing the phone thing like I'm in jail or something. It's a bit annoying, but I go weekends or I go after work, but there's only so much we can go and walk to the shop and I'm gonna drop you back and I'm gonna go home because I got work later that I can do, or I'm gonna drive down, boom, parents' evening. Amazing. I know they're amazing. Props to mum, of course, me too. Props to mum, I know they're amazing. I gotta drive back again. So it's a bit techie like that, but it is what it is, isn't it?
So you briefly touched on the dark nights. Yeah. And so, what sort of things do you do to manage when you feel low about these circumstances? Because it's not just you. Many men and some mothers as well, mothers and fathers go through this. What sort of things do you do to manage your well-being?
message the man them and say we need to do an episode.
It's true.
That is true. Although Kitty wanted you to go deeper, boy, that was true.
That's the actual truth. And then we
I
better to
need to go,
dissect
yeah.
it.
Yeah. But what happens when man like Maxi Tez is not available and you can't get a podcast going?
Faith, man, faith and believe in it. Like, you can't have good without the bad. So I kind of accept them and ride with them, man. I definitely distract myself. I'm content creating. I'll go and create something because now I'm distracted, innit? I gotta get this done and get that done. Sometimes it is a bit hard to do that. At that point, you just got to go with faith because the intention can't be questioned. My intention is fully to be the best I can be. So what am I going to do while I'm here right now? Cry? Maybe, to be honest, actually. Maybe. But at the end of the day, I just got to run with the punches, you know?
Yeah.
So, my answers are not as long as theirs and deep than that.
Bro, it doesn't have to be, but they're powerful.
It is what it is.
And they're yours, bro.
Yeah,
Like, you don't realise how many
that's it,
things
bro.
you're saying and how many people will be able to identify with that.
Yeah. As long as your intentions is pure, it should shine through because you can't lie. Your spirit can't lie. Innit? So I just go with my faith, and I know what my intention is. I know the whole intention with the Dads of Us, with the Village E1T1. It ain't gonna go wrong. It's impossible to go wrong. So.
Thank you. It was enough. Maxi Tez, so you talked about your blended family.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be a bonus dad? Because I don't like stepdad.
I remember when I first, I repent to God. Listen, I want to go with eyes and thighs, innit? Boom! Shine came. I knew eyes and thighs all day long. I knew what's behind her, what she's got, the package, but I didn't understand it. So when I've gone in, we're gonna do this. I've gone in like a ball in the Chinese thing. Right, you kids. All right, that didn't work. All right, cool. Try this way. She goes, don't do that because they're gonna take advantage of you. Don't be doing all this. Take them to school and buy the McDonald's. I'm winning them all. You're winning them over, innit? Like you're trying to. That's too much. That is eating me out. Like, cool. Try another way. It was. Yeah. So like, right.
We didn't have to. But
No, we didn't. It's his fault.
Because it was so. It wasn't.
No, because
It's a Y-free zone. It's a Y-free zone.
Y-free zone.
We go on.
Yeah, carry on.
But nah, that's a big why though.
That's cool.
So
It's not that.
it was a thing of where at that time I was just doing too much. I started to blame external things as well.
Right.
I'm gonna lie. I became very frustrated by not. I didn't understand how a father could not be there for the children. I didn't understand why he would not want to be there. I couldn't understand why. I couldn't get my head around it. And one thing with my partner, that she just literally says, look, just do you. Stop trying to do more than just do what you do. And since I've been doing what I'm doing, it's much easier. Not stressing myself and all that. And I know it's come to the point where I'm doing all right because I think one day we must this is just one story. This is the oldest daughter. And I feel I'm there, but I'm not there. And I'm like, your dad ain't really, and you're not, am I doing the right thing by you? And must be one time the wife has gone out, she's gone back to business. I see her go out the window. I was like, well, go on, babe, go on, babe. Don't want to say bye. It's cool though, say nothing. You get me? And then 5 minutes later, I got a hug from behind. So it was the daughter, but I didn't know who. I thought it was the wife come back. She hugged me. Someone hugged me from behind, and she goes, and she just she was upset about a situation that was going on, and I just hugged her, and we spoke, and we just started to converse about things. Like these are the things that I've wanted, but you can't force it. You gotta wait. Your time will come. Stop kind of. Am I doing the right thing? So I just been there, and it's been a magical feeling. It has its ups and downs. That's me going in like a ball in the. I'm not trying to overstand it, not hold them step back. I haven't got many examples as well of people that are in that same kind of thing. It's been hard to navigate. But me and Shannon literally just taken it by the scruff of the neck and said, all right, because she's never had boys. So it's like for her, it's different as well. So she's got a boy.
And you got your son living in your home,
Yeah,
don't you?
so it's like for her, it's like a boy, and all right, it's a bit of a okay, but they get along like when you can come in the house and you can hear your son on the loudspeaker, your older son on the loudspeaker, and they're just having a normal conversation. That's to me. That's like beautiful. Well, that's a win-win. When you can have Christmas and every child's around the table, like there's not enough space to squeeze up. Come man, speak. That's how we roll. We squeeze up on table. We hold hands when we pray together, and we chop food, and then we just, you know what I mean? Just Christmas, we're doing life. Like what's the test that you do if you're an immigrant and that?
Naturalization.
Nah, the one.
Oh, life in Britain.
Life in Britain. We done that. We all failed. But we done it on the, we like doing that Trivial Pursuit and ask questions and learn and all these kind of things there. You know what I'm saying? So it's actually it's a magical experience.
And I take my hat off to you again, Tez, because being a bonus dad is not easy, first and foremost. And many men don't like to take on such a responsibility. And actually, it's not just a responsibility, it's actually a privilege.
100.
Like to take that on. So like, yeah, I take my hat off to you for that as well.
Do you want to clarify?
Mental health and that.
Do you want to clarify? Because you said your son's on speaker, but you got a son in the house. So your older son's not in.
The younger son's in. So we've got 5 in the house. So the girls and one of my sons, the youngest one, and the oldest one lives with his mum. And like I said, there's no 2 days that go past we don't connect or we don't do nothing. The podcast that we do, Dads of Us, he's part of running the podcast. So everything's just in the house, in family. So it's actually, so beautiful. I think we were just speaking earlier that I felt regret we're doing, Daddy done this, do you have regrets? It's like, I do. I have regrets that didn't are they happy?
Why you do Daddy's voice like that?
I know.
I was going to let him pass first and get him after.
No, but we're doing the regret thing, and I was like, wow, do I regret mashing up my son's life? Like, moved on, and he's there thinking, Dad, look what you done to my life, and now I'm living here with all these females around me that are looking after me, doing my hair, and you know what I mean? They all do that, and I'm like, son, are you alright? And he's like, no, Dad. Imagine I didn't. What would have happened? I wouldn't have this. I wouldn't be where I am now. So I'm like, I've got to thank God for that.
Yeah, there's so much, and I'm going to touch on mental health again. So, 1 in 5 black men in the UK will experience one form of depression, mental health episodes within the year. So, if there's another person here, if there's 4 of you, it's likely that 1 out of the 4 would experience some form of mental health low. So that being said, how do you deal with low moods, anxiety, depression? How do you deal with that? Have any of you experienced that? If you have, what sort of things do you do? Have you encountered anyone that's experienced that? And what kind of advice and guidance do you provide to your fellow men?
Where's that going?
Danny.
we all just went, who's gonna be first?
How long have we got? Is that a pause? Like I said, I accept the bads have to come with the good. I don't allow myself the privilege to sit in depression. I can't.
Why is that?
Why?
Why is that? Yeah.
I don't look backwards. I need to get somewhere.
Right.
Once I get there, I need to get to the next place. So I just got too much to do. I got too much ambition, too much drive, and I know I do the humble thing, but I believe I'm important in this fucking place. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's this way. So I need to create my platform, and it's got to touch the people that it needs to touch. So I'm not privileged enough right now. That's to chill. But of course it comes. I have a great family backing and family network. You know what I'm saying? So I got mumsy, sis, brother, dad, brothers, dad. Like I can bounce off of them as well as the man them. And my friends as well. I used to be in a group. We see performers, like I said. So I used to be in a group. We still got a great connection as brothers. Sometimes it's about talking and having conversation, which I rarely do. But just to know these people are there is always a good thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So if and when I need to reach out, even if it's a distraction me, like, what's going on? I might even listen to your thing and your situation, and it distracts me from mine. I don't know. I can't give you a definite what I do. I just, when it comes, grab the laptop, create, talk to the man. Them. I can't pinpoint exactly what it is, but I would say converse. I would say converse. Has to come out. I remember saying to one brethren, like, bro, go and cry, bro. I ain't crying. It's up to you, man. Because I've done it. I've done it. Because if I got no one here at the moment to talk to or converse with, it's just stuck in me. I can't piss it out. I can't shit it out. Sorry to be crude in such a topic.
It's alright, bruv.
So yeah, sorry. Apologies, but it has to come out. I think it has to come out. So if you haven't got the ability to converse, I don't see nothing with crying. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying do the big barling thing or go and bar in front of your missus or whatever, but it's got to come out. Maybe you do gym, maybe you do football.
Find a release,
You
basically.
have to release it because otherwise it's just stored tension in it. So I'd just recommend.
So Max, Danny's given us some gems in terms of like how to manage mental health, low moods and such. What would you like to add? Have you ever experienced any low moods yourself?
Yeah. When I went through my divorce, I think that was the lowest I went.
You got
like,
divorced?
Yeah, I went. Like I went man the wrong people. Sort of seeking the right thing or things or element or whatever. I just went to the wrong place. Didn't have no one to speak to in that sense. Ended up some dark places where I was going different places.
Mentally or physically? Or both?
Mentally. Physically, this is the thing, I can always go and like, you think, Max is cool, but I'm not. Inside, I'm going through everything, but I can always play up to I was still like, doing my work, managing this and that, but inside I was just doing I was just in on a madness. And then when I'm on my own, fighting back, not wanting to go with it. I think eventually, I even went down, you know how deep I met someone and they said, go tell Rich doctor.
Life.
100%.
Yeah, I hope you were. I hope you went.
I did go. I went to a witch doctor. I was like, they took me. Said, no, trust me, they change your life. This is what I tell everybody, don't do it. I went to a witch doctor straight. I won't even show you the house I went to.
No, that's alright. It's fine.
And they brought out the cards and everything. Come in. I was like, yeah, cool. And she spoke and she started telling me about myself and and she actually told me to do something that I shouldn't have done. Like, she made me believe that what my situation was is just a temporary thing. Don't worry about that. She still loves you. She still wants you back. Go and get her. I was like, hell yeah. You fool. I didn't hear the doctor. Gave her that money, like, hold on. This is all done. I knew she'd like, you hear me? I'm gonna lie, this is what I did. I pulled up outside the house. I knew exactly, when I pulled up outside the house here, I knew, nah, that's not right. This what I'm doing is just wrong. Like, whatever you're doing is wrong. I went to the one place I know where I feel good, and that's the riverside, like I said. And someone drove me to the riverside, and I just literally that's when I found salvation there. And I said, listen, God, I'm going to talk to you right now. And I just literally, for about 2 hours, I'm out in the cold.
Wow.
And I just literally just said, let out everything I need to do. Then I was guided. I started to go around to any person that I hurt within my life, I started to talk to and say, look, I'm sorry about what it was. Understand why I did it. They're like, no, you're good. You didn't hurt me. Yes, I was. You know what I'm saying? I went through every little part as much as I could to do that. And I started to align myself with the right people. First God, and then I started to be around the right people. And that just led. So when I say to people, it's important that you reach out. Yeah, Daddy does it indirectly, but then it's us to identify. When someone reaches out to you, you've got to be able to identify that something ain't right there. You try to overlook. Danny will do the thing like trying to overlook. You go, let's do an episode. No, something wrong, Danny. And me and Dwayne will be like, no, what's going on? And you know what I mean? We're on it. The other thing is literally, I've now made it a thing for myself to make sure I reach out to certain man then. So I might just my spirit will take me and say, all right, I'm going to reach out, send a message. Voice notes. I hope you're good. Everything good. I wish you the best. Boom, 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 boom. And most of the time it hits. It's like, bro, I didn't even know you didn't know. I didn't know. I do it once a week. I'll pick a guy and I'll say, God, send me someone, and I'll just literally send. So it's literally understanding that everybody's going through something. There's not one person that don't suffer from mental health. So I think the 1 in 4, no, I think everybody can suffer. It's just how we manage it. And in this life that we're living at the moment, it is difficult to manage it. That's why I always speak positive. If you ask me how I'm, always good. Because that's how I want to be perceived. That's how I want to be known as. But some people that don't try it, not always good. There's something always wrong with you. Yes, there is. But I'll talk to God about it, and if I need to speak to you, I know I can speak to you about it. But it's always having the right people, because some people can leave you down some dark. I mean, like I went to a dark place with them. 2 times I went.
Wow.
2 times. 2 times I went to a witch doctor. Maybe they're the ones with the stones.
Oh, you went witch doctor again after that last time?
No, the first one was like you know, just they will tell you, bro, because I do it as. I've got the roof, I've got the ability to, I know what I can do. I've got a crowd, I know exactly what to do with this crowd. They do exactly the same thing. They know exactly to woo you and get you to think a certain way. The first one was about me, like, bro, dude, you're great. I was like, oh, man. Yeah. I can't fly.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Some mad things they're telling me. The other one told me to go back. Trust me, she wants you. And I pulled up out the side of the door, I said, God said, she's not for you. You're not listening. And I mean, literally, he stopped me. Because I was like, getting the flowers, man, bro. Shut up.
You want me. You want me.
Yeah, shut up, man. You sit down. Make me on, man. That's my thing.
That's very aggressive.
He said, kicking the door, waving the 4-4.
I was like, bro.
I
I was like, bro, you trying to get something back?
That's how they made me feel.
See your 2-hour drive, do you ever converse with? Because I do the drives as well. Yeah? Just to add, I have mad conversations with self.
All day.
Me.
Turn off the radio,
Just
turn
me.
off, just listen
Bare
to
conversation.
music.
All day,
Do you
bro.
know what? Our voices are the strongest things that we have that steer us. So it's really important that when we are talking to ourselves, that we are speaking positive, because that's the most constant voice that we hear.
Yeah, like decipher all, like this sounds all muddled. So whatever is muddled, I need to just. And that's a conversation with God as well, isn't it? Really? So yeah, just add that still, because I do the drives as well.
Regular.
Dwayne.
Boy, these men, they touch on a lot, you know.
I know,
They touch
but I
on a
know
lot.
you're gonna come from a different space.
It's gonna be because they both touch on things that I would have mentioned. I love what they both said. I love the fact that Danny said I don't have the privilege. Yeah, and for me, it's like we've all said it. We all battle with darkness, innit? So there's no way that I'm exempt from being in a dark place. But I don't have the privilege to lean into depression. Yeah, I lean into positive energy all day, right? And I not only lean into it, I lead with that. And the reason why I do that is because I've spoken to these boys about it before, and I think I said it when we went to a live event once. If I was to lean into my darkness, right, I would have the balls to take my own life. Do you understand? I'd have the actual balls to do it. I'd have the confidence, because I'm that confident in what I believe in. And I believe in my light. If I believe in my darkness,
It's problematic.
that's problematic.
Yes, don't ever lean into that.
No. No, I say it because there'll be people like me. Like Maxie said, he's got that woo. I got that same thing. I know people that definitely have the confidence to believe in themselves like I do. And I do. That doesn't mean that I don't suffer with dark moments and low moments and depression doesn't try landman. The devil is real. You understand?
And he's a liar. He's a nasty, stinking, dirty liar.
Exactly. So I know it's a lie, right? And I think it was Jim Carrey who said it. Like, I don't really do... If I deal with depression in this way, it's an opportunity to have deep rest. Depression is just deep rest. When you're saying you're depressed, it's just a moment and an opportunity to take a deep moment to breathe in, take some rest. So sometimes, instead of looking at it as like I'm depressed and it's so low, when I'm feeling a low vibration, as I always say to my boys, I AAEE, all and any thought, feeling and emotion. So I acknowledge, I accept, I experience and embrace every thought, feeling and emotion. So you see when the darkness comes in, I invite you in for tea. We can sit down and we can talk. Conversation, but you're not invited to stay. You're not staying over, babe.
You have 15 minutes.
Look, I'm not even saying how long you got. Because sometimes, like Danny said, and Maxie Tess said, sometimes you have to go for 2 hours. You have to talk. So I might say you got 15 minutes, but I need to talk. I need to talk to you. My inner child may be saying, my inner child may go, we need depression right now. The inner child sometimes says, raw, we've never been held. Let's be held by the devil. No, brother. Hold by who? You're not holding me because you ain't good for me. So I know for me, I invite my dark thoughts. I invite you in. Let's have a conversation. But you're not invited to stay.
And then you just shine a light on it. And
once we talk, you have no other choice but to leave, because I am ordained by the higher power. I'm positive. Like Maxie said, like I'm light in it. So if I'm gonna be all of that, like you can't stick around. You can't stick around me in your low vibration, because I'm only gonna be moving and navigating from a high frequency.
Sorry.
That's all right. You cough it up. Take sip.
Acknowledge it, man. Acknowledge it.
You have to. There's power in, like you just said, like you have to talk in it. You go to the river. You sometimes sit in the car. Me, sometimes me talking at the mirror.
Very powerful though.
Listen,
especially when you
I'm in
catch
the
yourself
shower,
like that.
chatting to myself, talking out the conversation, so I don't go back to the person and tell them about them blood.
Okay.
The mercy.
You understand? So for me, sometimes I'm in the shower, I'm in my bedroom, walking through my yard, having a conversation with the person that is irritating, right? And then I get to this space of, but I love you though. So it's cool, even if I can't be around you. I love you, and I love you from afar, because I love me that much. I shared something just today. Mike Tyson said, like, I'm too focused on my high, like to let anyone bring me on my low. I'm just too. You can try bring me down, and that's cool. And I'm not even saying that you're consciously doing that, but I just know what I need to do in order to keep me on the
at the right vibration.
Yeah. So like for me, depression, I can't, because I'll commit to committing suicide, because I commit to my higher power. So I can't commit to the lower frequency. I see you. I invite you in, but I can't. We can't be in a relationship like that. You can't come sleep with me.
All right, we're just going to just...
Yeah, man. Actually, can't. No, too much.
Gone too far.
That was mad.
Oh, not too nasty.
So, no, that was really deep, guys. Thank you so much for touching on such deep things there. I want to fling some questions to our audience. Does anyone have any questions?
Hey! Audience said, what?
If you could go back, let's say 15 years, or go back to a time before you had kids, what 3 pieces of advice would you give yourselves on your journey to help you on your journey now?
Yeah, patience.
Patience.
I'm gonna go seek a mentor. So seek someone that you can get advice from. Seek that person that you can speak to and relate to, that can take you to the next level or make you understand where you are. And live. Live. I think I'm gonna go with Keenan. Since that Keenan, like, live. Learn to live. Like live. Because I think we forget that. And that boy was talking from his, what age was it? 6. This little kid was learn to live. Why can't people learn to live at 6? Past at 22, but 6. Come on now, we got. I think live, patience, and a mentor.
Thank you, Dwayne. Same question to you.
Same question. Obviously, though, that's dope. But I need to say something different in it, because it just gives someone a different perspective. I would say, really, because I'm big on it, self-love. So really explore self, forgive, and love hard, kind of in with the live. Learn to live. Learn to live was the name of my my page before I turned it to Dwayne Knows He's Worthy, and it was about learning to live. And I think learning to live, learning to live is still part of my slogan, and I love that. It's all about. I think love is the foundation of everything, isn't it? So learning to live is about learning to love.
So the 3 would be
self-awareness, so explore self-love, forgiveness, and just love. Learn to love.
Danny,
I like those as well.
they're all taken.
They're all taken. It's cool. The strong one for me is belief. Definitely belief.
Belief in oneself, belief in the situation, belief in
general.
Max. Thank you, Max.
I'm gonna say believe in self. I allowed maybe still do certain times, my situation to be dictated. So I just kind of go with the flow, and that just made it messy because it just doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not able to live up to it. Mess. So believe in self, man. Like,
and your big business, Danny. We can't say where Danny works, but he works. He's big business. Yeah.
Believe in self.
So yeah, believe in self.
That's the day job. I do my thing on the side as well. Decent there as well. But definitely believe focus. Because, as I said, my thing on the side, it is. I do my thing. I could have been doing my thing earlier.
So focus, believe in self,
and communicate.
Big one.
Communication is a big breakdown.
Yeah, it makes sense considering you're the Riddler.
Yeah, well, yeah. So create. I'd say, 16-year-old daddy, create Dad's Us now.
Yeah.
So that you can and then hear it back and whatever. But yeah, believe, focus, and communicate. It's a big breakdown in my situation. Communication still.
Thank you. Are there any more questions from our audience?
Yes, actually, I have one. What is your most positive attribute that you'd like to pass on to people, not as fathers, but as men in general?
For me, it would be self-love. For me, that I always come back to self. So if I could teach or pass on to anyone, especially my sons, in my household, that's the first thing that I ask my kids. Who's your first and most important priority? Who do you love the most in your life? And when I first asked them that question, they had no clue of how to answer it because they were trying to find the right answer. They were trying to decide and decipher whether that was me, their mum, their grandparents, blah, blah, blah. And once I brought it back to the foundation of everything, it has to be you. So the biggest trait and attribute that I would give to anyone is, please, like, love who you are. Like, believe in your passion, your purpose, and your peace. Be that for yourself, so then you can teach others to do the same, so the cycle continues.
Passion, purpose, peace.
Yeah,
Free peace. Free peace.
Nah, there's this thing it's I don't know how to put it in words, but I'm going to try to explain it. It's literally, I want to say, I'm going to use my Shannon as an example, my partner, in terms of she yearns for me to say to compliment her a lot.
Yeah.
She expects me to do that. She expects me to do it. But I know when she walks down the road, she get that already. But I'm like, she don't want it from them. She wants it from me. Right? So what it is now, I think what we have as people, we don't say how we really feel about situations. We don't know how to vocalize it or anything. And what we do, we just keep it inside us. And I think we bear enough times. I've been guilty of it as well, where it's like, I want to say something, but I then don't say it. And I think what we need to be doing as people, we need to be speaking out a little bit more. I think sometimes we can speak a lot of light into people. And I think more now, I think I like to speak light into people. So anytime I can, I'm going to do it. So we need to be doing that more.
So pass that on. That's the attitude that people should
speak light.
Speak light into yourselves.
I believe everybody can do it. Like, literally, I think we just... No, I'm not saying it. I don't know why people like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, but it's literally that.
No, but you got me so good. I thought, no, say it. No, I'm not saying it.
No, please. And then I think we do that enough time. We can even walk past someone and...
No, you're right.
Enough times we could actually say, I wish I did say something to that person.
I'm a say it person.
I'm a say it person.
I'm a say it.
Yeah.
I'm random.
I'll see
random.
I'll see you on the road and tell you.
So beautiful.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
That's what it is.
So
I think we do it to external, but we do it to our close ones as well. I think even my son, I should be saying, I'm proud of you, Just random, like this, not even random. I want to say it. Even today I was with him, I was like, I want to say it in front of everybody, like, yo, I'm proud of you, son, but you know that don't embarrass him. You know that way there, but so
And you will.
I should be
but
saying,
it's
yo, I
also
love you,
nice.
know, son.
Yeah,
I'm proud of you, but you don't want to invite me to your party because you have strippers there. That's what's gonna happen.
That's
fam.
not what's
I'm
happening.
vexed.
Okay.
You need to clarify that. Sorry,
It's okay. It's all right. It's okay.
What's up?
It's cool.
Danny, the attribute that you'd pass on.
Under the gold of.
Strippers on the floor.
Over to you, Dan.
I mean,
Over to you.
On a basic one, love. Do you get what I'm saying? I move with love, I think.
Mm.
I'm very supportive of people. Like, I'll speak life into people and stuff like that. But I'm going to go with understanding and forgiveness. I ain't got time to get caught up on no one else's drama. Of course I have in the past, innit?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, if I'm in the whip and beep and whatever, you're going through your thing. And I don't need it. I ain't got time for your thing, innit? Or walk past someone rather than judge and you look mad and you look this and that. Whatever you're going through, innit? I can't judge you off of it. So, understanding and forgiveness, and when trouble comes, I ain't got time for it, man. I'll just, later for you. Yeah, I ain't getting hung up on it. So, I just get to move with love then, innit? So, understanding and forgiveness still, which equals the love equations and that.
Love that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Are there any more questions? Are we?
I just want to say, it's not a question.
Say something. Why
You
you need to come with a bigger voice. Your voice is...
You got to sit from here. Sit from here.
Remember what's it called? What's the police academy? Remember the woman? She got that voice.
So, right, from the diaphragm.
As fathers, what do you think is your most, like, I don't know how to voice it, but in terms of, like,
We'll help you.
Key responsibility.
Yeah, we'll help you.
yeah, like, what do you think is the most beneficial thing you could do as a father for your children, basically?
I know
Right,
how
so
he's
do you
gonna
think
answer.
that's providing for them
Who? Me?
financially, love, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, just what do you think is the most important thing?
I know
Talk
how
for
he's
me.
gonna answer.
All right.
Be me.
Give us Dwayne's answer.
My answer's gonna be based off of who I've been hanging around and filming with.
Yeah, okay. So
The
what
most
does he say?
beneficial thing I could do is love me and do me, innit? I don't want to say it, but
Say what you want to say, and then I'll say my answer in a bit more detail than you said it. But
what's
that's
the most
correct.
beneficial
That's
thing
correct.
that I could do for my children as a farmer?
But I mean, like, directly affects, well, I guess loving yourself, you were saying, will directly affect
Yeah,
that,
it
but I
does
mean,
still.
yeah.
Do you know what? Get myself, it kind of falls on self again. Get myself in position. It is the same answer, isn't it? Get myself in
Say
position
your answer.
to be able to provide them with whatever they need.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I want £1 million dad, okay, I ain't got that. I ain't. But get in position to, well, this is how we're gonna try and get it.
Mm-hmm.
Or this is the position I can now, because I'm now here, I can place you here
Mm-hmm.
and now do it yourself, innit? Or whatever. So yeah,
I love
get
it because
myself in
you
a
said
position.
you're not, because I would say be the leading example of the change you want to see.
Mm.
But because Danny's been me, I'll be Danny. Yeah, it's like, no, because that's a good answer. You know what I mean? And I like it. Thank you for taking my answer.
Yeah, man.
Digress. No, I
you
love
was
it.
going to say answer. No, switch it
No,
up.
I'm going to switch it up. But, like, because I feel like you want a direct answer, yeah? And I feel like I'm going to be a bit of a Maxi Tez here, but, like, kind of really being present and able to offer my kids, like, this presence of knowing whatever it is that you need, I am here to do the best I can to provide that for you. Like, so whatever it is, be that a listening ear, a hug, just a bouncing ball, just to, like, bounce, you want to shout and scream, whatever it is that you need in that moment, that is here. Like, not like all my kids, I want them to know that I love them unconditionally. If you do something wrong, I will always love you, unless you're really, really stupid. Now, I will still love you, but if you're stupid, that's your business. But unconditional love for me is like just letting them know that I'm here for them. Whatever it is that they need, they can speak to me. They can lean on me. Mm-hmm. They can turn to me. And if they can't turn to me, they can turn to other people that are close to me that can tell me what it is that I couldn't hear from them. Do you know what I mean? I need them to know no matter what, my intention is to be not just a provider and a protector, but also a part of that caring and that nurturing. That I love them, period. Yeah.
What's the question again?
What do you think the most important
I think for a father to
yeah,
actually
for their kids?
build a village around the children.
Mm.
You've got to build a village that's
Love that.
resourceful, that they can tap into. Whether it's down to the lollipop lady, down to anybody, you build a village, you build the neighborhood around your kids. So people, then you don't have to always have to worry. So with my kids, they could walk anywhere and people know who they are. And that's where the problem. It's a good thing. I see you on the bus today. You get me? A bus driver, I know. Do you get what I'm saying? And everybody plays a key role within your child growing up. And I just think that being resourceful as well. Like being a father, be resourceful. Be in a position where your child don't have to worry about nothing. And obviously being emotionally there as well. Being able to say, yes, I love you, daddy. I love you back. You get me?
About Dwayne's influence, friendship as well. I know some people say, "No, that's children, that's your kids and whatever," but they need to be able to talk to me about anything. Yeah, something you said made me think that. Yeah, I can't remember which part, but yeah, talk to me about anything: the good, the bad, the ugly, the crying, about me and what I did do and didn't do, and so on and so forth. So friendship as well. Parent first, of course. I'm a discipline if I need to, but my kids are good kids. But friendship as well, still.
Thank you. I think there was one more.
It wasn't a question. It was more of a
Statement.
statement that thank you.
Oh.
Oh man, because you get man can't be crying now.
It's been emotional.
No, I talk the thing, man.
Mess up my makeup.
Like the men in my life, as in my home, I'm not vocal at all. So being around like Dee has opened up my eyes to so many things. And then having Maxi, Tess and Danny here and hearing them how they talk about their home and what they're going through, it's on my heart.
Resonates.
I don't have kids, but I know there's parts of each person here that I would want in the potential partner that I may have kids with. And I just want to say thank you for allowing me to listen to your journey, bust jokes with it at the same time, because we have to make light of every situation. But I just want to say thank you. I feel like you're crying.
No, you're not into it.
No, you're not. Definitely not.
You're crying as well. Like,
Every man tried to look down.
That's it, quickly. I was like, hold on, that's it. That's it. That's that way.
They said they were all emotionally available, and everyone's like this.
No.
Because we're holding the space.
Yeah, and I'm trying to words out. It's for our children.
Anyway.
I never saw that. Danny never came so forward than any other time. Danny went,
Hey, listen, man watch TV programs and be like,
No, that's happened ever since.
No, we appreciate
No,
it as well.
Thank you, Sean.
Your
Thank you
energy,
for sharing that. Seriously.
yeah.
Honestly.
The more I come to you guys' podcast, I'm just like, wow. Like, listen, we spoke as we was going to the shop, and our main talk was about Maxi Tess, and it was just like, the way he talks about his blended family is just like, wow, amazing. Like, not many black men can do that, take on other kids and them being girls as well. Props to you.
100%. We can't share our business now and we give him extra props again. I've been giving props the whole time.
My girls, even though that's why I was late today. Daughter's walking. Why am I carrying shopping? I said, why am I carrying? I said, you know what? I'll drive. I said, you know what? You're not going to be late. I'm going to go pick up my daughter and carry her from Iceland to go drop her home because she's carrying shopping for the yard. Why am I got to be the woman to get? I was like, come, let me get in the car. Get in the van in the push. But I just love all that. Do you get it? Like, I can't not help it. You get me? It ain't been easy though, but it's I can say it's there, and so hopefully I can be a beacon.
So I just wanted to second what Shan said, and I did tell you lot this off camera the last time. You guys are an anomaly. It's not that often we see men very vocal, emotionally intelligent, caring, compassionate, and that provide edifying conversations. So I second Shan. I want to thank you guys. And I'm not going to do that. But yeah, I want to thank you guys because it is what's needed. I think we're in an environment that's saturated with so much negative conversations around men generally, but black men. It's a very combative space actually between the male and female gender, and I feel like you guys are doing some amazing work to bridge that gap and put it back together. So yeah, I thank you all, and that's why I'm part of the village and you can't kick me out.
All right.
Yeah. Got to change the energy, bring it back up, you know what I mean?
Didn't want to cry. She had to get back to South London energy.
I'm bringing it back.
It's the alpha, innit? It's the alpha.
No, no talk.
I'm bringing it back. Thanks you lot, because you lot are the village, innit? At the end of the day, you lot are there for the whole journey. So, do you know what I'm saying? Before, when it's like one of you, the view was the person in the room, and you're still here now. Do you get what I'm saying? And this one here, I'm in the village from the jump. I just met you. No, I'm the baker. Do you get what I'm saying?
I'm the only baker in the village.
So thank you, and yeah, man, might do a little thing because my brainchild in here. So it's a bit like, wow, man's purpose is kind of coming to life. So I appreciate that you say that. Do you know what I'm saying?
But it's gonna evolve, so just be prepared for it.
Well, yeah,
you
but
didn't
I
know
said
it where it would be now to where it, you know what I'm saying?
I said to you, it's not nothing yet. Nothing's really the full
it is
planet
something.
really come. Well, the full planet ain't really come yet, but there isn't a full planet. Just got. I just keep going. Anyway,
Keeps elevating.
And let's just receive the thanking, and I hope you guys can receive our thank you lot as well. Thank my brothers, yeah, my brothers, blessings and love.
So before we wrap up, is there anything that you want to ask? Is there anything that you want to impart before you leave? Is there anything that you want to get off your chest? Is there anything?
Nah, true that, you know. Hear what I'm saying? Nah, take it. But honestly,
Don't let me just. Hold on, let me take
The crow toes. The crow tennis ball, you catch it.
Nah.
Personally,
my
it's
toes could have
beautiful.
only fans.
Personally, it's beautiful. I feel like you've given us an opportunity. We get to talk to each other on our own platform, but to be here on your platform and you kind of probe us it was lit. So it's been a privilege. I don't feel like there's anything I personally need to add. If the boys want to add something,
nah, you're gonna go levels up. You're gonna be. Don't forget us when you bust, you know, because this is what is gonna get.
I'm part of the village.
No, but I know when you get to people, they start changing, innit? I don't know them guys. Because you're good at what you do. You got the image, you got the characteristic, you got the charisma. You're gonna go far.
Thank you, Tez.
I hope you don't forget us when you get me. No, but you know, like some people, she's on a big show and that BBC were like knocking on the door, like, don't you remember us?
No, she won't be on BBC.
We're not releasing that episode.
She'll be on the village.
No, but she'll not release the episode. I don't know where it's there, like, all delete. Nah, it's deleted. I've got Idris Elba now.
keep your audience as well. Still.
So guys, it's been another amazing episode. We love to have them back at some point. I think at some point I'm gonna have Danny by himself and then have Maxi Tez by himself as well, and we can talk about different things. Thanks for tuning in today to Honestly Speaking with myself, Honestly Trina, man like Danny, I am captive, man like Dwayne knows his worth, and man like Maxi Tez. Stay positive, stay blessed, and tune into their stuff. Like, don't miss Dads Are Us, innit? Each one teach one. Now that one was a bit emotional, I can't lie, Shan.
Me. Let's come to the yard and do these things as well. That's out on room.
You can't take her nowhere. You can't take her outside.